I'm getting some behind the scenes footage on my iPad, so that's why the quality looks like shit. But I'm about to list some things on Depop, and I've never filmed my process before. This is me listing some stuff on Depop. I have my phone set on a 3-second timer, and it's in square mode because for some reason Depop only likes square photos. So that being said, I got this whole pile of clothes here that I just decided to get rid of from my closet declutter. If you watched that, if not, make sure you check it out. But let's get listing some clothes, bitch. Okay, so now we're on phase 2 of the Depop photos. I keep my phone on square mode, and I don't do a timer anymore, and I just hold it over the clothes so that I can get photos of the tags, of what they look like laying flat. On certain items too, I'll provide measurements, so like I might go grab my measuring tape for this skirt so that people know what the waist size is, because guys, this specific skirt, I am so fucking sad didn't fit me, because I have been on the search for like the perfect black mini skirt. If you know, you know how hard it is to find one. Here we go. It's a linen black mini skirt with the most perfect slit on the left leg, and it's just like 1 or 2 sizes too big for me. It's a size 4, and on the model I was like, oh, that looks like it's gonna fit. And you just never really know unless you have measurements. And like, I don't know, sometimes H&M sizing is weird, so I wanted to take the risk. I got the skirt for a really good price, so I was just like, whatever. If it doesn't fit, I'll resell it. But I was really hopeful that it would fit, and it didn't. So anyways, I'm gonna list this back onto Depop now, and hopefully it can go to a better home. Like a kitty. He's so cute. So yeah, anyways, back on the grind. To make sure that this shirt doesn't have any other holes. There's only one, I believe. Yeah, it looks like there's only one, and it's right along the collar. It's literally like hardly even noticeable. But I just had to be sure, because I did recently accidentally sell something that I guess had a hole like right along the hem, and I did not notice. So she like mentioned it in the review, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I literally had no idea. Because I'm always transparent with if there's like anything wrong with the item, as long as I notice it. So I'm trying to be a little more careful. Okay, that took me 12 minutes total to get the pictures of all the tags. I think it took me around 15 to 20 minutes to get photos of all the clothes on. And now I have to sit through and list everything, which, guys, for my closet clean out so far, this was literally only tops, and then I just had a couple other things that I like knew I was getting rid of. It took me in total, just for the photos alone, like 35-40 minutes, and I haven't even listed anything yet. So that is arguably even more time consuming, because I think I might screen record what it looks like for me to list something. This might turn into a whole little how I do Depop video. I'm sorry I had to film this all on my iPad because I know the quality is not great, but hopefully this is helpful if you are cleaning out your closet and want to sell stuff on Depop and want to, you know, make sure it actually sells well. Honestly, I feel like I've done pretty freaking good on Depop over the years. I don't thrift to put stuff on Depop necessarily. If I do, it's super rare, and I only ever pick up like 1 or 2 items at the thrift store to do that, but 99% of what I put on Depop is my old clothes that either didn't work for me, or don't fit me anymore, or are my style anymore, or just things that I don't ever really wear that I feel like could go to a better home. So anyways, I think I will screen record myself uploading all of this stuff onto Depop so that you guys can really get an understanding as to like everything that I put into my listings. Alright guys, I am gonna just film this talking because I feel like that would be more enjoyable to watch than a voiceover, but I will pop up on the screen recording of me doing this. You go to your little shop tag. Oh, they made vacation mode. Very nice. Okay. List an item. So as you can see, you can choose 4 photos. I'm gonna go ahead and list, since this was the first thing I modeled, this black sweater. That's from H&M. So I took 2 photos of it on just to kind of show like how it fits well. And then grab the picture of the tag. Always make sure that your photos are like as clear as possible. Take them in good lighting and you know, get a few different angles. Like I said, for certain pieces it's good to have measurements too. That's always really helpful, but just so that you can show like the true color and fit of it the best that you can. And then for the description, try to be literally as descriptive as possible. I mean, I keep it like kind of simple, but yeah, anyways. I'm gonna write basic black cropped sweater from H&M, size extra small. I always put the size in the description as well as filling it out, because it does like make you fill that out, but I like to put it in the description just so that it's, you know, very obvious what the size is, just because people will ask you things on Depop. Like, no matter what you do, I feel like people are gonna have questions for you, so I try to just info dump as much as I can. Perfect for layering and goes with anything. I'm saying a great staple piece to have in your wardrobe. In great condition. Is a nice lightweight material and it has a great fit to it. Okay, for category women's tops, I accidentally hit quick. Sweater brand, you can put H&M. Condition used excellent, that works. Material, I actually don't know off the top of my head. I don't usually fill that one out. Occasion, I mean, like, you can fill this out. I don't know, select up to 3, casual, going out. Winter, I guess. Okay. Size, extra small, and I do like to fill out the color. Black, style, modern. Let's see, what can we put? Goth, easy. I usually like clicking grunge, honestly, because I feel like that's where my style is heavily influenced. And then casual. Kitty. I usually have my shipping set to $5. I think I might switch that around though and keep it $5 for like lighter weight items, and then for like sweaters or pants make the shipping a little more expensive, because if I'm being honest, this is definitely like kind of my problem, but I really don't profit that much off of Depop. If I'm profiting at all, it's usually like a couple of dollars per item on average, unless it's like a much more expensive item that I listed, like a coat or something like that. But on typical items like this, especially if it's like something from H&M, like I'm gonna put the sweater up for, I don't know, maybe 13, because I'm sure it wasn't that expensive new. I know I thrifted it, like I don't even know when. I've had it for a long time, and I've worn it a lot, so like, you know, it's not worth a lot, you know what I mean? And I like to keep my prices really fair, but after Depop fees, and then I have to buy, usually, I mean, I try to save all of my old packages and stuff to reuse, but if I have to go buy packages, I can get them really cheap at like the dollar store, but at the post office they're a bit more expensive, and then shipping like isn't cheap, honestly. Like I spend at least $6 for every single item that I ship out. Sometimes I can even spend up to like 15 depending on how heavy it is. So keeping my shipping at $5 for every item, like I said, isn't really the smartest move on my part, because I end up just spending more money, and after the fees, it's just, I don't make anything. The thing is that whenever I first post my things on Depop, for the first like week to 2 weeks, I'll keep it at kind of like a higher price, and then over time I just drop the price if it's not selling. I also am always open to offers, so for my description, I have US shipping only, because shipping out of the country is a pain in my ass, and it's really expensive most of the time. And then I say DM for bundle discounts, and feel free to make offers. And then I have my height and size just so that people know what to reference, like from seeing the clothes on me, and because I do get that in my, well, actually, oh yeah, I forgot, they removed comments on Depop, but I used to always get comments or messages asking like what my measurements are, what size I am, so I figured that would be helpful. And then I also put no refunds / returns. Listen, that, and Depop does this thing where they kind of keep your money on the app and then you can refund people. Anything that I put on Depop, I try my best to make sure that it doesn't have any flaws or anything. The only instances in which I will issue a refund, which I wouldn't have before, but now that Depop like makes refunding an option, like the most recent example I have is like a girl bought something and didn't realize it was the wrong size until after she bought it, which was like really annoying, and I was just like, okay, really? Because it was funny, she had made me an offer on this item multiple different times, and I finally accepted it because I was just like, okay, whatever, she obviously really wants it. Literally like minutes after she bought it, she was like, oh wait, can I get a refund because it's not the right size? And I was like, okay. I did have to give her a refund. I think I had like tried to file a claim to Depop to be like, I'm not refunding this. She literally tried to buy this multiple times. Like, it's not my fault that she didn't realize the size, because as you guys see, like, I am adamant about making sure like sizing and everything is on there. So yeah, it was just annoying, and Depop was basically just like, no, you need to just refund her. Like, we know it's annoying, but it is what it is. I don't know, I just view it as like, I'm not like a freaking store, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just selling my old clothes. If it doesn't fit you, you can either donate it or resell it yourself or whatever. That's just the gamble of Depop. I mean, the amount of times I've bought things that ended up not fitting me right, or that just weren't really what I thought they were. I put that in my bio just as a forewarning, but there's just like very specific circumstances in which I would refund, but luckily that is not something that happens often. So let's go ahead and list one more thing together just so that you guys can see another good example. Let's go ahead and do this green flannel. So I took 2 pictures of it, one like full body and then one a little bit closer so that people can see, you know, kind of the details of it. And then I have one picture of the tag. So let's see. Green universal threads flannel, women's size extra small, fits a little oversized. Sometimes I get a little personal with like why I'm listing the items, so I'm gonna say like this is a great flannel, I just never wear it, and can be paired in so many different ways. Category women tops. They don't have a flannel section. Do they have universal skirts on here? They do. Sweet. It's tops. I'm just gonna put it under shirts, I guess. Material, I know it's cotton. I don't know what else is in it, but occasion, outdoor casual. Just gonna leave it as that. Size grouping, oh no. Size, extra small. And then I'm gonna put this up for like 15, but like I said, I might drop it down. It really just depends if it sells. But like, I mean, obviously I would like to try to make a profit if I can at all, but like, I just never want to like charge a stupid amount for my stuff, because I do not ever want to be one of those Depop sellers, you know? But at the same time, like, this does take effort, and I don't think it's fully fair that I usually walk away making pretty much nothing. So I just think that there's like a good balance to have there. Let's see, modern, we're gonna say definitely indie, definitely grunge, skater, why not? Okay, that looks good to me. Yeah, long term, if there's something that just like is not selling on Depop, I honestly usually just end up donating it or like giving it away to somebody, or like I just recently posted on my story and just said, hey, this is all free stuff, come and get it, or I can even drop it off. And that worked really well, and it felt good to just kind of give back to people. And then I actually knew it was going to a home versus dropping it off at the thrift store, and like that could potentially end up in the landfill, like you really don't know. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. If you want to check out my Depop shop, it's always linked down below, but the name is Symphony with 5 E's. So yeah, check my stuff out, buy something if you would like. I wish you guys luck with selling stuff on Depop, or otherwise just happy shopping. I don't shop on Depop like a lot because I just don't really have the money to like buy clothes super often, but I love going to Depop over anything else. Hello? I used to shop on eBay way back in the day, and I kind of want to get back into that, but like Poshmark, I don't know why, it's just not my favorite. And then what else even is there? I've never used ThreadUp before. It kind of throws me off that everything is like modeled on a mannequin, and I can't fully figure out like how it works. But yeah, I know there's definitely sellers on Depop that sell their things for way too expensive. Like, I will sometimes see stuff on here and just roll my eyes. I'm like, be so fucking for real. So, you know, I know Depop isn't everybody's favorite, but I do feel like it's pretty reliable. You can find really good and like unique things on there, or even, you know, very specific things. I often look up like specific brands like Urban Outfitters and Princess Polly, Brandy Melville, shops that like I wouldn't want to shop at firsthand because I don't fully want to support them, nor do I have the money to buy like brand new clothes. I just always like to get stuff secondhand, just however I can. So anyways, Depop is a great option. Even though I don't always make much of a profit, I do really enjoy using it. Obviously, I've been selling on here for like years now. I've had the same Depop account. Like, I've sold 291 things over the years, which is insane. And yeah, like, it's going well, and I genuinely do enjoy it. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. So yeah, I will see you guys very soon for another video. I love you guys so much. Bye. Okay, I literally look scary, but I wanted to pop in here and show you guys that I sold 5 things. So I'm actually just casually sitting in bed, packaging them up. I get all of my bubble mailers from the dollar store. I can get like a 2-pack for $1. You can get them, I think, even cheaper on Amazon though, so highly recommend if you're not in like a dire need. And of course, before you purchase anything, save your old packages and reuse them. That's what I try to do, but I just don't have any left. And I need to get these orders out, so I already did the first one, and I figured I would go ahead and just do the rest. It's just gonna be interesting to not flash any addresses, but I'm gonna try my best. I don't do anything fancy. I know some Depop sellers like put notes and stuff in there and like stickers and make it all cute. I'm like pretty low effort, honestly. I don't know, like it's definitely cute, but like I just don't do all that, so it's totally okay to just ship the item out. Just always make sure your things are clean, that they're not full of pet hair, and that it's packaged nicely and in as small of a thing as possible to make it as cheap as possible. So the first thing I'm packaging up are these wavy pants that I had bought from somebody here in St. Louis. I had no idea that they were like Shein. So I literally sold these pants for like $5, which was definitely kind of silly, but like I felt like it was better than just donating them. But I'm definitely not making any profit off these literally at all, because I keep my shipping at $5. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that already. I mean, they're Shein, but they're like actually kind of like jean quality for real. It's probably definitely actually gonna be over $5 to ship. It's always at least $5.50. It's probably gonna be closer to $10 to ship, which is going to be my wholesale, except I sold the pants for $5, shipping was $5, so I got 10, but that's not counting the Depop fees that got taken out. So definitely not the smartest move to sell things for that cheap, but it is what it is. These mailers that I bought were literally the perfect size. I highly recommend just getting them anywhere but the post office, because one mailer alone is like $2, which is just insane. I always squeeze all the air out, make sure it's sealed super good. And there we go, package number 2 complete. I know they just launched something where you can like take a QR code to the post office and they will print your shipping label out for you, but because I set my own shipping prices, I don't think I'm able to do that. And I don't know the details of it, but you might have to like weigh your item in order for you to get like an actual shipping label through Depop, even if it's one that you're like printing out yourself at home if you do have a printer. I've never done it that way though. Oh my gosh, this is my 3rd order in a row that I'm packing up that's going to California. That's crazy. I always find myself like triple, probably even more than triple, checking the address that I'm writing down. I can't act like I haven't ever written an address down wrong before. This super cute little vest, again, not that you guys can see that at all, was actually one of my first things that I decided to thrift for Depop. It was just too cute for me to pass up, and it sold within like 2 hours of me listing it. I was so excited. One more. Anyways, y'all get the gist.